In a world where global instability and unpredictability are the new norms, knowing the safest countries in the world is as crucial as ever, as it makes sense to always have a plan B. Whether you're planning a vacation, considering a move, or simply curious, the quest for safety is a universal concern. The world is not as safe as a year ago, as the average level of global peacefulness has deteriorated for the ninth year in a row. 84 countries recorded an improvement, while 79 registered a decline, according to the latest Global Peace Index, GPI. Join us as we unveil the top 10 safest nations, recognized for their very low crime rate, peaceful societies, and political stability. However, before we list the safest countries in the world, we must first understand the metrics that help us determine which nations top the list. One key tool we use is the Global Peace Index, GPI, developed by the Institute for Economics and Peace, IEP, which is one of the most widely recognized metrics in the world. The Global Peace Index, GPI, assesses the relative peacefulness of 163 independent states and territories. It's a comprehensive measure of a country's peacefulness, incorporating a range of indicators that span both internal and external factors. These include societal factors such as levels of crime and violence, political indicators like government stability, and international elements like military expenditures and relations with neighboring countries. The GPI is like a health checkup for a nation's level of peace, and it's updated annually to keep tabs on how countries evolve over time. With this understanding, even though predictions about the future Global Peace Index are speculative, we can consider current trends and factors that often contribute to a country's safety and security. The following list provides a speculative glimpse into the top 10 safest countries in 2024, based on potential trends and ongoing efforts towards global peace. Number 10. Switzerland. Switzerland's rise to the 10th position in the 2024 Global Peace Index, GPI, score of 1.339 is a proof of its long-standing commitment to neutrality, robust democratic institutions, and focus on diplomacy. It is considered one of the safest countries in the world, with a very low crime rate. The decision to maintain a policy of armed neutrality for over 200 years, opting out of alliances and military interventions, helped the country tremendously. This stance fosters stability and minimizes the risk of external conflict. It also has a long history of conflict mediation and international humanitarian work. Thus, its neutral status and expertise make it a trusted intermediary in peace negotiations. Though neutral, Switzerland maintains a well-equipped and well-trained military for national defense. This commitment to internal security ensures public safety and protects against external threats. Switzerland also enjoys a thriving economy with low unemployment and high living standards. By providing extensive social programs to provide support for vulnerable populations, it fosters a sense of security and reduces social tensions. This contributes to social stability and reduces the risk of conflict arising from poverty or inequality. The country's low crime rate, strict gun control laws, and effective law enforcement practices are components of a broader societal safety system that ensures peace and security. It's home to Europe's largest waterfall, the Rhine Falls, and the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Aletsch Glacier, the largest glacier in the Alps. Switzerland provides an idyllic setting for peaceful living and investing. Number 9. Japan. Japan has been in the top 10 countries in the Global Peace Index for 14 years, with an index of 1.336. It has consistently received high marks for low crime rates, minimal internal conflict, and virtually non-existent political unrest. Japan's exceptionally low crime rates are all thanks to its efficient police force and strict legal system. This creates a secure environment for residents and enhances their sense of safety. As a global leader in innovation and technology, Japan utilizes advanced security systems and surveillance technologies to maintain public safety. This technological edge contributes to crime prevention and rapid response to emergencies. It is also known for its citizens having limited access to firearms, as the Japanese do not view carrying a firearm as an individual's right. Japan's history and cultural ethos promote pacifism and conflict resolution. This dedication to nonviolence is reflected in its foreign policy and social interactions, encouraging the promotion of peaceful interaction within communities. Japan's proximity to potentially hostile neighbors China and North Korea could become a threat to its safety at some point, but it has not yet. Number 8. Slovenia. Slovenia, one of the former constituents of Yugoslavia, is a small country with a lot to offer. Situated in Central Europe, it has a population of just over 2 million people and a short coastline along the Adriatic Sea. Despite its small size, Slovenia, standing proudly as the 8th safest country on the Global Peace Index, GPI score of 1.334, is a testament to Central Europe's commitment to peace and safety. Like many Slavic states, Slovenia installed a democratic government in the mid-1990s and is now focused on improving quality of life in many areas, including safety and sustainability. Slovenia has a high safety ranking that can be attributed to its excellent travel security, good healthcare, and road safety. Low crime rates, a stable political environment, and the country's strong economy and effective law enforcement are also significant factors contributing to Slovenia's safety. Slovenia's location is also advantageous, with its neighbors being Austria, Hungary, Croatia, and Italy. This positioning means that it's away from any areas of conflict or unrest. Famous for its natural beauty that encompasses mountains, lakes, and forests, as well as its wine production, Slovenia is a country that has managed to balance safety, peace, and a high quality of life. Number 7. Portugal. Since emerging from a dictatorship in 1974, Portugal has emerged as a beacon of political stability in Europe, scoring highly for contentment. Portugal comes in 7th in the safest countries rankings for 2024. In 2014, Portugal was ranked 18th globally, and it has since made significant strides. Unlike some other nations without a police force, Portugal boasts a professional and well-trained police force, dedicated to maintaining public order and upholding the law. This increased police presence has resulted in a decrease in the crime rate in the country as well. Portugal actively maintains a neutral stance in international conflicts and actively promotes peaceful resolutions through diplomacy and humanitarian efforts. As a member of the European Union, it embraces collaboration and cooperation with other nations, fostering stability and reducing regional tensions. In recent years, Portugal has experienced an economic resurgence, decreasing its unemployment rate from over 17% to under 7%. Portugal enjoys remarkably low crime rates, especially violent crime. This creates an environment where residents feel safe venturing out at any time, day or night. For this reason, it consistently ranks among the best countries for retirement, due in no small part to its high level of safety. Number 6. Singapore. Singapore ranks 6th on the Global Peace Index with a GPI of 1.332 for 2024. It is famous for its coherent governance, strong legal system, and emphasis on its security. Singapore has one of the lowest crime rates in the world, possibly due to the severe penalties that are issued for even small crimes. The government and police strictly control guns and other firearms, and violent and confrontational crimes are rare in Singapore. As a city-state, Singapore also ranks as the one safest city in the world, according to the Safe Cities Index from the Economist Intelligence Unit, EIU. In 2019, Singapore ranked first for infrastructure security and personal security, second for digital security, and 8th for health security. Its well-developed infrastructure and very low rates of crime make it a safe country even in the face of global conflict. A report from 2018 reported that Singapore residents felt the highest sense of personal security and had more positive experiences with law enforcement than did residents of any other country. Number 5. Austria. Another of the 10 safest countries in the world in 2024 is Austria. Austria consistently maintains a high ranking in the Global Peace Index (GPI) with a proud 1.316, reflecting its commitment to fostering a peaceful and stable environment. According to the Global Peace Index, Austria was ranked within the top 5 on the list from 2013 to 2023. Austria's neutrality, established after World War II, plays a pivotal role in its global peace efforts. The country actively participates in peacekeeping missions, humanitarian endeavors, and multilateral forums to address global challenges. Its emphasis on social harmony, human rights, and effective governance further enhances its global peace standing. The quality of life is high, and the rate of violent crime is low, with criminality existing only on a small scale. Visitors, therefore, generally feel very safe in public. On top of this, The risk of natural disasters in Austria is almost zero. Additionally, Austria has been spared any major acts of terrorism in recent years, making a solid statement about the safety its citizens are guaranteed. Number 4. Denmark. Denmark placed fourth among the safest countries in the world in the 2024 Global Peace Index. On top of this, it has a long-standing title as one of the happiest nations on Earth based on the Gallup World Poll. Denmark's penchant for safety is thanks to a handful of factors, including low violent crime rates and an advanced justice system that contribute significantly. As of 2023, Denmark had a low homicide rate of 0.95 per 100,000 inhabitants. The country's small population size, approximately 5.98 million, lends itself to less social and economic friction. Denmark is one of the few countries where people report feeling safe at any time of day or night, even children. Denmark has a high level of equality and a strong sense of common responsibility for social welfare, two qualities that contribute to its citizens' feelings of safety and happiness. Corruption is rare in Danish business or politics, as honesty and trust are top priorities. While Denmark has a high personal income tax, it funds social programs that ensure all people receive services and perks that help them live comfortable lives. For example, everyone in Denmark has access to tuition-free higher education and healthcare with no additional fees, and the elderly are provided with at-home care helpers. Number 3. Ireland. Ireland ranks third in the 2024 Global Peace Index, making it one of the most peaceful and safest countries in the world. Firstly, Ireland's laudable low crime rates, particularly violent crimes, continually assure its citizens and visitors that they are in good hands. For instance, the country's homicide rate is estimated at less than 1 per 100,000 people annually, significantly below the global average. Moreover, Ireland's stringent gun control laws yield a firearm possession rate of approximately 5.6 per 100 residents, which contributes significantly to its peaceful atmosphere. Secondly, Ireland's political stability is another crucial factor. Its corruption perception index, falling below 20, is a testament to its clean, functioning, and stable political system, strengthening societal peace. Additionally, Ireland's human rights index score is also high, reflecting its strong commitment to upholding civil liberties. Lastly, the country's positive relationships with other countries further bolster its ranking. According to the Global Terrorism Index, Ireland has an impressively low score, indicating an almost non-existent risk of international or domestic terrorism. Similarly, its involvement in international conflicts is extremely minimal. Number 2. New Zealand. New Zealand has received numerous accolades for its safety, including being named the second most peaceful country on the globe in the Global Peace Index for 6 years in a row, and the 11th in the BHTP's 2024. The country is renowned for its strong democratic institutions, effective governance, and low levels of corruption, creating a robust foundation for social harmony. New Zealand's long-standing policy of disarmament and its commitment to international peacekeeping efforts contribute significantly to its positive GPI ranking. The nation actively participates in United Nations peacekeeping missions, showcasing its dedication to global stability. Geographically isolated and characterized by a relatively low crime rate, New Zealand provides a secure environment for its citizens and visitors. Its emphasis on social welfare, inclusivity, and respect for human rights further solidifies its peaceful reputation. Moreover, the Kiwi culture promotes a no-nonsense approach to conflict resolution, favoring diplomacy and dialogue over aggression. The country's historical commitment to nuclear-free policies also aligns with global disarmament efforts. In terms of external peace, New Zealand's isolation and neutrality contribute to its safety. It maintains a non-aggressive foreign policy and does not participate in major global conflicts. Number 1. Iceland. According to the Global Peace Index, Iceland is the safest country in the world for the 14th year in a row. Iceland is a Nordic nation with a relatively small population of 340,000. Iceland has a very low level of crime, which is typically attributed to its high standard of living, small population, strong social attitudes against crime, a high level of trust in its well-trained police force, and a lack of tension among social and economic classes. Iceland has no military, and the police do not carry firearms, only extendable batons and pepper spray. Iceland also has laws in place to guarantee equality, such as legal same-sex marriage and same-sex adoptions, religious freedom, and equal pay for men and women. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you found this content valuable. We'll see you in the next one.